There are many companies in the world to start with a very small idea. It starts from one of small idea, sometimes becomes something that makes people enthusiastic, and sometimes to be an icon of innovation that can be great known as the name itself. Here are young company with the unified name of Seoyon that preparing for a new era. What does not change for half a century is passion for top quality and service, and a belief for the infinite possibilities of man. A company that makes harmonious technology with human and has communicated with the world. We are the Seoyon.
Hello, I'm Sheila Blanco, Public Information Manager for Savannah-Chatham County Public Schools, here today with another connection to careers. And joining me is Mr. Paul Durham. He is the HR Manager for Seoyon Hiwa. It is a company that is coming here as a result of the Hyundai plant moving here. You are a supplier for Hyundai, correct?
Correct. We're a Tier 1 supplier for Hyundai here in the Savannah market. So we're moving in with them as part of the project here with the Meta site that's being built. We also have facilities over in LaGrange in Alabama, where we're a Tier 1 supplier for Kia as well.
Okay, and what do you produce? What parts of the cars do you manufacture?
Sure, we do the interior panels, so your interior door panels, your A-pillar covers, your headliners, the liner on the inside of your tailgate on hatchback and SUVs. Those are all products that we produce.
Now, everyone knows that Hyundai plant is not open yet, but that a bunch of suppliers are moving into the area. You guys aren't actually manufacturing here yet, but you are already hiring, correct?
Correct. Obviously, we have to be prepared for the ramp up. Once Honda Motor Group opens, they're going to expect materials to start moving in pretty rapidly to them. So we have to be anticipating that and be ahead of the curve with that. So once they're open and they're producing, we're able to supply the parts for them.
Okay. And are these going to be, I mean, if you're hiring now, are these are for entry-level jobs? I would guess there's not an apprenticeship yet for somebody who might still be in school, or is there?
That's a great question. Right now, we're going to start off with the higher level positions with our leadership roles and our engineering. That's going to be finished rather quickly. Once we start rolling into the 2024 year, we're going to start bringing in our team leads and our direct positions that are actually going to be working with the parts on the lines that are actually producing this equipment. Part of that is also we're going to be bringing in, obviously, our apprentice programs and interns at that time too, because we want to be real involved with the community and make sure that when people come into these roles, that they're already trained or are going through the training process with us at that time to where they can really hit the floor running at that point.
And you talk about being on the line. That's, I assume, most of your entry-level positions that people would be getting trained for.
Correct.
Is it training? It's training then on the job so that they'll be ready to roll when you guys start ramping up manufacturing. What kind of jobs are they?
Great question. So to answer the training part of that first, it will be OJT training, and we're also partnered with Quick Start through the state of Georgia as part of our grant. So we'll be partnering with Quick Start to where our new hires will come in and they'll be able to go through our Quick Start program where they're learning our SOPs and our processes. After that, they'll be able to come to our facility and then get further training actually on the shop floor at that point in time, whether it's an assembly of the components or the injection molding process components, the quality checks that these parts need to go through before they go to our end user.
Is there any type of prior training or skills that a student who is interested in applying should have that would help them advance further or faster?
Obviously, mechanical aptitude is a big plus with this. So any experience they have in those industrial settings with those industrial skills, even if it's something as simple as using a hand tool, that's something that will help these people. One thing with us moving in, nobody here in the Savannah market is manufacturing interior panels for the automotive industry.
Right.
That's not an established business here. So we're going to do a lot of training with these employees as they come in to learn our parts and our processes once they become part of our company.
What type of pay would somebody coming in for an apprenticeship or some kind of entry-level position expect? What kind of range?
Sure. Obviously, we want to be competitive with the other manufacturers here in location. We don't want to handcuff ourselves. So the best answer I can give you to that is why I'm still building all of that out at this time. We will be competitive to the market here. Obviously, we have to attract the best talent and the best candidates we can get at this point in time during a market that is very competitive here in the Savannah area. So we want to make sure we're aligned with everybody and that we're competitive with everybody we're bringing in.
What type of benefits does the company offer?
Medical, dental, vision, life, 401k with an employer match on that as well, paid vacation, sick time, the standard benefits package you would expect from a top-end manufacturing company.
And you said you guys are filling the more administrative type positions right now, but will pretty quickly move into filling those positions to get
Correct.
folks trained to work on the line, and they would be paid employees kind of for the on-the-job training portion of it. At what point, or can you even answer the question yet, do you think the company will be up manufacturing here for the new Hyundai plant?
We're going to go through a big ramp up starting in Q1 of 2024.
Okay.
We want to make sure we're delivering to Hyundai Motor Group on October, because that's when we've got to make sure they're loaded up and ready to go. So our line is going to be open prior to that, and we're going to be staffing up early into 2024.
We talked about any particular skill sets that someone might need to have. Are there any other requirements? I mean, somebody have to be 18. Do they need to have a high school degree or a GED, or what type of other requirements are there?
Sure, it is a manufacturing setting, so we do want anybody that comes to work with us to be 18 years of age or older. As far as high school and GED, absolutely. We want to make sure that that's one of our requirements for coming in. After that, we want to make sure we're hiring good boys and girls to come to work with us as well. So obviously we're going to do a comprehensive background check and everything as well to make sure that not only are these people a good fit with the skill set, but they're a good cultural fit, and that we're going to have good, dedicated, long-term employees with the company moving forward.
Speaking of that, what can you tell folks about the type of culture at the company? Why is this a great place to work? And what type of advancement possibilities are there in the company? Sure.
Advancement, the great thing about doing a startup operation is you grow with the company. So obviously the more knowledge you have and that you gain, the more promotable you are later on in your career. So everyone that's coming on right now, they're really being part of the startup. You're going to get exposure to things in a startup that you're not going to get exposure to with an established company. These first few employees, they may be the employees that come in and actually assist in setting our equipment. So they're going to learn that equipment inside and out. Take that experience when it comes time for promotions. Those are going to be your people who are really better suited to make that next step up, because they've just had more exposure to what's going on within the company.
The more you know about any place you work and the jobs involved makes you more valuable and therefore
exactly.
more easily promoted.
Yeah, the more you know, the more you grow.
Very true. Last question then for you, unless there's something we haven't talked about that you feel is important, but if someone is interested in working for the company, how do they go about applying? Is this online? Is there a place where they need to go? Or?
Great question. We are heavily involved with the community, so we will be at our local job fairs. Always feel free to reach out to me there, drop your resume by, say, hey, grab a card, introduce yourself. Face-to-face interaction always goes further. We're also in the process right now of building out our online website for people who are interested in positions with us to be able to go online and apply as well.
Okay, but until that's up and running, for right now, the best thing would be get in touch with you.
Get in touch with me.
All right, we're gonna put your phone number on the screen, or your email address, whichever you prefer.
Email address is way better.
All right, gotcha. All right, well, is there anything we haven't talked about that you want people to know about the company or about coming to work for the company?
It's a great company. It's a very long-standing company. We've been partners with Hyundai before they even had a manufacturing facility over here in the U.S. So we're very established. We have a great reputation. We were actually Supplier of the Year to Hyundai Motor Group last year. This year, 2023. So we have a great reputation for quality. We have a great reputation for our partnership with Hyundai and Kia. And we're here to be part of the community and grow with them as they grow in the community as well.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate your time today.
Thank you.